So there I was, sipping a crisp beverage with lime, when I decided, you know what? I'm sitting here, I'm on my phone, I just saw some interesting news on the MTG Finance subreddit, and I figured, you know what? Let's go ahead and take it to YouTube. This is a late video. I'm going to be up late tonight editing this, but it's information that I think is important, and the video starts right now.
Special thanks to our Patreon supporters who power our channel. Check out our Patreon for monthly giveaways, exclusive content, and even a starring role in our fan fight series. Link in the description below.
Hello, and welcome to the day. Thank you for spending your time with us. I'm Jake. Welcome back to another episode of Jake and Joel Are Magic. Really fun video planned for you today. We're going to be talking about mythic and rare quantities in the decks that will be present at this year's Worlds. That is specifically Magic World Championship 26. Alright, let's get into it. We're at MTG Finance on Reddit. This is what I stumbled across, and I wanted to bring it to YouTube because I was like, this is something that really does need to get out there soon, especially if this is a card that you're interested in. But Robber of the Rich is the most played mythic from Worlds. I don't think there's any reason to tiptoe around this. This card is really, really cheap right now. I'm already seeing buyouts on it. It's about to skyrocket, depending on how the deck does. There's a lot of potential for growth here, especially from a mythic that holds a really cheap price point. I'm just going to go ahead and do a shout out to user SASSELLO. This is 3 hours ago. Robber of the Rich, most played mythic from World's deck lists. Robber of the Rich is a cheap mythic, played 4x on Mono Red and 4x on Jeskai Fire's sideboard. Data below links. So we have the Google Doc. Thank you for doing all of the work for us. I'm going to report on YouTube. I'm giving you a shout out, but you put this information out there, and this is honestly wonderful. So let's just go. Let's look at the rares first. You can just see the quantities here. You know, Steam Vents, 32 quantities. Fabled Passage, Bone Crusher Giant. Again, 30 freaking quantity on Bone Crusher Giant. This is a card that we keep talking about on this channel, and it's a card that's just so good. And I'm not going to put any pictures up of these cards. You can look them up if you don't know what they are. Bone Crusher Giant, seeing a lot of Castle Vantress, Stomping Ground, Temple of Epiphany, and you could just look at the quantities here. I'll go ahead and I'll put a link in the description if you want to take a look at this. Fires of Invention, Deafening Clarion. But what we're really talking about today are the mythics. So let's go over here. We've got Robber of the Rich, quantity 24. There are 24 copies present in the decks. Other than that, Brazen Borrower, Cavalier of Flame, Embercleave, also on the rise. Everybody knows Embercleave is on the rise. We just did a video about it. Euro, however you want to pronounce it. Cavalier of Gales also. Really, it drops off significantly after Euro, only 12 copies present. That's going to be in the Teamer Rec. And also, so Brazen Borrower, everybody's pretty hip to that knowledge, but Robber of the Rich, this is the breakout. The buy list is $1.70. The market is like $2. You can see the prices on all these other cards. Cavalier of Flame holding a pretty low price point for the number of copies. And additionally, Euro kind of like overpriced compared to the amount of representation the card has. Embercleave with 14 copies at $24. Can't really move in on that Euro or Brazen Borrower. But if you do want to move in on Cavalier Flame, now might be a good time, especially depending on how the deck does. Robber of the Rich. Oh man, there's just so much money to be made here. The market for the card is $2. Let's go ahead. We're going to go over to eBay. Here it is. We're at Robber of the Rich. We're doing what we normally do. We're going buy it now. We're going best match. We're going to go price plus shipping lowest first. Completed items ended recently. Everything with green, February 12th, 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 12th. This is all in response to the World's deck lists. I'm just showing you in real time. It's happening. Robber of the Rich is getting bought out right now. People are buying into it. The card is going to skyrocket. By the time you see this video, it's going to be more expensive than when I told you. Let's go ahead, and now I'm going to show you the lowest price of the card right now that you can find it for. Price plus shipping lowest first, $2.50, $2. Then we have a sponsored item. We don't look at those though. $2.97, $2.99. It's going up. All of the $2 copies have been bought out. It's $3.50. All of these $3 are going to go away. Let's do Robber of the Rich 4X, and we're just going to do completed items. And I'm going to show you what ended recently. 8, 965, 8. These are play sets. For some reason, somebody bought a playset of Robber of the Rich for $99. This is the first time I'm seeing that. That's silly and probably jumping the gun, especially as you can find a lot of them right now. But I'm telling you, if you're trying to get in on a spec right now, you're hearing it. Robber of the Rich, out of stock on the pre-release foils. Out of stock here. Extended Arts 8 available at $5.49. That seems like a good spot to get in. Promo pack 8 available. Let's look at the foils. Out of stock on the regular pack foil. Extended Arts, there are 5 available at $15. And Robber of the Rich promo pack 8 available. So we're not seeing the foils start to sell out, but this is definitely something to consider. This is what happens in MTG Finance when you see a Mythic at a super low price with a really high representation. 24 copies, and I mean, there's only 16 decks. So the fact that this card is showing up so much, the fact that so many high-level players have looked at this card and said, wait a minute, there's something here. That's not the kind of thing that goes unnoticed. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative to you. I hope if you were on the fence that you were able to get your copies of Robber of the Rich. By the time you see this video, because I'm posting it so late, it may be too late. You may have missed your chance. So FOMO out, go get it if you want to get it, if you're trying to flip it later on. And if you enjoyed the video, consider liking, consider subscribing. It's the best way to support the channel as we continue to grow. If you want to support us further, go check us out on Patreon. The link is in the description of the video. Other than that, I'm hanging out.